Food is an integral part of who we are. What we eat says a lot about us. Many Hispanic countries share a deep-rooted history with Africa, specifically West Africa. My cultural background is Ghanaian, and in this presentation I will be talking about the food of the Dominican Republic and Ghana. The food of the Dominican Republic is inspired by its rich history. It is influenced mainly by Spanish, African, and the Taino people. These are people indigenous to the Caribbean and Florida. Ghana is a country whose food has very little external influence. Although Ghana was invaded by Portuguese, French, Dutch, and Danes, then fully colonized by the British, the food of Ghana remained Afrocentric. This is very different to the more southern African countries, whose foods are distinctly influenced by Indian cultures. Sadly, this map showing the slave trade triangle demonstrates the reason for the bond shared between the Latino culture and the African culture. This bond is expressed in a variety of ways, especially through food. Having said this, there seems to be similarities between the native Taino and Ghana. Some of the links are very clear, like the guanimos, kenke, and tamales. All these are cornmeal-based dishes where a dough is made. Ghanaians will usually ferment the dough and put it in corn husks. Other similarities between our foods are because we have the same ingredients. For example, we use cassava or yuca in our dishes, mainly boiled, whilst the Taino Indians, who are native to the Dominican Republic, used it for bread. We have ingredients like plantain, rice, and tomatoes, which are found in both countries and used in similar ways. Ghanaians, Dominicans, and other Latin countries share what is known as the flag or la bandera in the Dominican Republic. The flag is a dish made with rice, beans, and salad. It also has usually a form of protein like pork or chicken. Ghanaians don't tend to eat salad because the soil is better for root vegetables. Fufu originates from the Ashanti tribe in Ghana. It is root vegetables such as plantain and cassava pounded in a massive pestle and mortar. Fufu is normally served with a soup, such as peanut soup or sometimes light soup. Using the same methods as pounding root vegetables, the Dominican Republic has its own version of fufu, sometimes known as fufu de plantano, or also mangu, or in some places it's known as kayeye. When making fufu, usually one person will pound and the other person will turn the plantain and then the cassava. It is important that the person who is pounding keeps a good rhythm, and sometimes this rhythm is kept by the turner. The turner will sing a song or do a rhyme while the other person pounds the fufu. When I used to live in England, I would eat European foods like fish and chips, bratwurst with cabbage or crepes, and I would think how different it was to the food of my native country. I never thought that partway around the world that there would be a place where the food was so close to home.